Welcome
Hey,
back to another reaction. What's up, brother?
how's it going? So,
Man, this situation about the peace treaty between Israel and Gaza, it seems fishy to me. But I think you probably, as a viewer of us or any other influencers, have you seen? I seen videos of people getting beat up in Palestine or Gaza for no reason, like regular people getting beat up, and I'm trying to understand like we didn't we did just sign the peace treaty and everybody should be happy and joyful because this war is over. But yeah, now we're seeing like inside cleansing, like people are beating each other up for no reason. Can you
well, and
explain to me that? Can you give me kind of like enlightenment because I'm kind of like I'm confused.
and see, I hate to be the guy that doesn't have hope, and I always have this thought process to always want hope, right? Um, and to think optimistic about it. But first, let's start off with how the conversation went with Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu. And for those that follow us in the show, know that we've kind of turned. We went from pro-Israel all the way to the max. I mean, to the max, and now we're just kind of like we're in a neutral zone where as we should be as Americans, because that's not our country, has nothing to do with us. And now we came to, like most of everybody, where we're not for Israel or Palestine. In fact, we're for both. Um, and they both should exist, right? But anyways, uh, let's start with the whole negotiation. So apparently Trump had told Bibi Netanyahu, "Hey, we need to make a deal. We need to make a deal. I got this here, this paperwork. It's sent to you. Review it. You got about 10, 30 minutes and sign it." Calls him back. And I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably a little more, I think an hour or so. I don't know for exactly verbatim, but it was short enough that Trump called them right away and said, "Sign it." And then Bibi Netanyahu said, "We're reviewing it." And Trump literally said, "Sign it right now, or I am not quit." No, he said, "Sign it now. Quit looking for loopholes, or I'm not going to back you up." Plain and simple. So he signed it. Then Trump did that to the leaders of Hamas and told Hamas too, "Hey, sign it, or else I'm not going to stop Israel from whatever they're going to do." So they signed it. They released the hostages. Boom, boom, boom. Both parties were going to release the hostages, and we saw what we did. And then remember, right when they announced in Israel that they had came to an agreement, Donald Trump invited Bibi Netanyahu. And I'm not going to lie to you, when I heard that Bibi Netanyahu was not going to go to this event that was basically in his honor, I was like, bro, he's starting to do the same thing that he does
Mm,
all the time, right? Because here we go. Imagine they're throwing a party in your honor because you started a conflict or someone started a conflict with you, whatever. And then they're throwing a party in your honor to celebrate because you guys are coming to terms. And then I threw the party for you and I'm telling you, let's go throw a party. And then you're like, nah, I'm not going to go. I can't go. I have something to do, a religious thing, which, okay, that's true. That might have been true, right? But at the same time, you had this war for 3,000 years that we know of, right? And you guys finally supposedly come to this a peace agreement, and you're not going to go through the party because everyone was there except for Russia, North Korea, all the dictators, right? And Hamas, Iran, wasn't going to go. They were waiting for Bibi Netanyahu's response. He said no, then they said no either. So it's like both the people that supposedly had this agreement didn't want to show up to the party in their honor and
mm.
celebrate, but all the other countries did. So that was already a flag of something might not work out. But here we are being hopeful. I was being hopeful though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was grasping in straws and saying, you know what, maybe this is it. This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna be over this. So
So,
then go for it.
question
Yeah.
for you. Yeah, question for you. What is this deal on in Gaza? What's going on right now? Because I seen videos posted on Facebook for no reason of Hamas beating people in Gaza, thinking those people, for some type of way or reason, they helped Israel, in their efforts to, to clean Hamas, from the face of the earth. And they basically beating their own people. Like, why they doing such a horrendous acts to their own? Why?
Well, that's what's getting me frustrated, Julio, because there's people coming back, and then there was people that stayed with the rubble. I'm sorry, rubble, and the most, a lot of people, they were supposed to evacuate, but there's people that stayed. There's a video of this guy. They had a bunch of men lined up, and they were telling Hamas was telling them, like, getting ready to shoot them all. But this older man, he was like, "I'm sick. I have diabetes. I have this. I haven't ate. I haven't had my medication. I'm old. I'm gonna die. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say." And he's saying it in his language, obviously, right? And he's saying, um, "I have nothing to fear. I am not helping either you or the IDF. I have nothing to fear. I'm here. You're gonna kill an innocent man, and God, Allah is watching you." And this and this and that. And he's going all out. And all of them were basically in agreeing, like, we had nothing to do. These people are just innocent. So Hamas, as much as you want to say, they lost this battle, and they probably didn't. They were blindsided, but I don't know why they're attacking these innocent people. Like, they think that there's people within their domain that is, like, working with the IDF, and that might be true because some people just want to be free. I mean, these sound like Sunni Muslims, um, not the Shiites, right? The Shiites are more radical, more into the Sharia law. But all I gotta say is that it is devastating, and the fact that now they're also attacking Israel, and Israel is now trying to retaliate because Israel's done, and they're fed up now. Looking at That's one way, right, from what we know. But then looking at behind the scenes, like the boogeyman conspiracy theory time, what if IDF, Israel's doing this to orchestrate it because they do want to genocide the Palestinians? Then at that point, it's like, how do we fix this? I don't know, but um, I'm sure if I feel this way, America feels this way. I'm pretty much sure, but we're done with this, man. If they're gonna go at it, I mean, let them go at it. Either
Yeah,
that or the UN nations. What are they doing? They need to get involved. I mean, it
they're
can't
not
just be
stepping in.
President Trump. You know?
They're not stepping in. Neither in Nigeria. Nigeria, the same thing happening. You seen uh Islamic radical Islamic jihadists prosecuting and exterminating Christians in Nigeria, and NATO doing nothing about it. And I don't think they will do nothing about it in Gaza neither for their own people. So I think when I saw the peace treaty, I was like, okay, cool. But in the back of my mind was like, okay, how long it going to last? Like, it gonna last a week? It's gonna last a month? Are they gonna just, hey, everybody go to their house, stop the fighting, and let's start rebuilding? But it didn't last 2 weeks, and you seeing all these images coming up online of Hamas beating people on the streets, dragging people on the streets,
I know.
executing
It's all
people, their
over.
own
It's all
people, and
over X.
I'm like, it break my heart. I'm like, come on, these people are stupid, are dangerously stupid, and there's nowhere to fix it, and that will push another mass exodus of people.
And the thing is, the Trump got, I don't know if you knew this, but Trump got the deal done to where the other Arab countries that have money are gonna fix the city, bro. So I
I don't know.
mean, it's just, Trump can't be the only one doing it, man. The UN needs to get involved. They need to get their butts off their chairs and do something.
Yeah,
Like I said, make like a borderline, and make sure you regulate something. They need to step up, because
yeah,
we're spending money to pay for them to do what? Talk is cheap, bro. you
I
know
know. And I feel like this event is going to continue. It's not going to stop unless somebody stop them. And that would bring your point to truth that Israel is probably tired of it. They probably go all out and say, "Hey, let's clean out Palestine from Hamas. Let's vice versa. Let's clean Hamas from Palestine. Just eliminate them because they're doing atrocities to their own people. You know what I mean? And they're
yeah.
gonna see that, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, we did it for their own people because Hamas turned blindsided, bloodthirsty, and beating their own people. So who's doing the genocide? Israel or their own Hamas? And I believe Hamas doing the genocide right now.
Well, and then,
That's
okay,
my
fun
point.
fact. Fun fact, before we I hate to get out of this, but for all these people that didn't know this, but did you know that one of the guys from October 7th, and I seen, unfortunately, an X, man, sometimes you can't see what to scroll up. Well, remember when I told you that Hamas went into a building, and they like cleared it floor by floor, and they had the exits trapped, and they were going in there killing families, Jewish families. They were slaughtering the kids in front of the parents, making them watch. Like, there was one that decapitated a baby, put the baby's head in the microwave, and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, one of those guys had a picture of himself, a selfie, doing that, right? Doing those atrocities, right? Well, this guy took a picture. This happened in October 7th, 2023, right? They caught him last week, or yeah, last week, in Louisiana as a
What?
Uber driver. Yeah, as an Uber driver, bro. Uber driver. Overstayed visa. That's who's been here chauffeuring our American civilians.
How he got a visa in the first?
What the heck? I don't know. Overstayed visa.
Hey guys, let us know what you
Yep.
think down below. This is freaking nuts, man. Can I? You know what? I'm glad that I took a break because
It's too much. I know.
it's too
It's too
much. I,
much.
I'm I was getting burned out with those news, man. I seen all these videos coming up around, on my timeline. I mean, this is nuts. And sometimes I feel like, man, I just want to go there and clean up and help IDF to clean that house because those people are brutal, man. And I don't know if you've seen, and I encourage people to see Dragon Prophecy from the National Zoo. So I went to saw it a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty good, very neutral, very good documentary. I encourage people to see it. So with that being
Yeah,
said,
shout out to Dinesh.
yep. With that being said, thank you so much, guys. See you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless you.